Um, Mr. Logan, would you like to lead us in the pledge today? Thank you. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Whoop, sorry guys. Hold on, sorry. I got to turn down my college football fight song, ringtone. You guys, it was, it was U of M fight song. I just was doing my impression of Steve with my phone turned off, you know. Sorry, guys. Okay. Moving on, we have the introduction of news media. This morning, we have with us Nick Ryer from the Farmers Weekly Review. And then, could we have a roll call, please?
Dean Schlotman. Here. Van Dyne. Here. Ogalla. Here. Pretzel. Here. Butler. Here. Newquist. Here. Balich. Here. Richmond. Here. Parker. Williams. Here. Diaz. Here. Winfrey. Here. Coleman. Here. Logan. Here. Freeman. Here. Revis. Mitchell. Here. Ortiz. Present. Berkowitz. Here. Costa. Here. Trainier. Present. Mueller.
Here.
President Mueller, sorry about that. And with 20, we do have, yep.
Thank you. Okay, moving on, the presentation of certificate of mailing and certificate of publication. Ralph says we're all good. Moving on, we are going to go to the approval of minutes. Can I have a motion for the minutes from October 12th, 2023?
So move, Mitchell.
Roll call, please.
Schlotman. Yes. Van Dyne.
Yes.
Ogalla. Yes. Pretzel.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Newquist.
Yes.
Balich.
Yes.
Richmond.
Yes.
Parker. Williams.
Yes.
Diaz.
Yes.
Winfrey.
Yes.
Coleman.
Yes.
Logan.
Yes.
Freeman.
Yes.
Revis. Mitchell. Yes. Ortiz.
Yes.
Berkowitz.
Yes.
Costa. Yes. Trainier. President Mueller.
Yes.
And with 20 in the affirmative, we do motion passes.
Thank you. Moving on, we have, should I do the treasurer's report? Okay. Okay, I didn't know if we wanted to let Mr. Bogdan come down. When should I do that? Sorry, hold on, guys. Okay. Sorry, guys. We were just talking. We have a guest here today that wanted to speak, and we were going to let him come down before we get started so that so we could let him get on with his day. But we're going to do the treasurer's report first, and then we'll do that. So Sherry, Treasurer Newquist.
Good morning, everybody. The treasurer's report this morning, I have a few brief remarks before we place it on file. For revenues, the October 31st, 2023 operating statements indicate the district's corporate fund has collected $14.3 million in total revenues, which includes approximately $12.5 million in property taxes, $1.06 million in replacement taxes, and nearly $425,216 in licenses and permit fees. The remaining balance is attributable to other miscellaneous income. For expenditures, the district has incurred approximately $12.63 million of expenditures for the period ended October 31st, 2023. Approximately $7.88 million of these expenditures are personnel costs. The district has experienced a net operating income of just over $1.69 million year to date, including all budgeted transfers. Unless there are any questions, I will move to place the treasurer's report on file.
Second is.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. I was trying to remember what the word was. I was going to tell you one second that, so thank you for speaking up. Okay, moving on to petitions from the public. We're going to invite Mr. Bill Bogdan to come down today. I didn't realize my speaker wasn't on. Sorry about that, guys. We're inviting Mr. Bill Bogdan to come down today and talk with us. If you
have been receiving your Farmers Weekly, and then Cindy also did some stories. He has been a longtime user of our facilities in his area where he lives in Mokina, and he wanted to talk with us today about some of the adaptive things we've been doing and let us know how that's working out for him. So take it away. There's your microphone,
All
sir.
right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'm sure everybody got a copy, thanks Nick, of the Farmers Weekly there that shows the accessible kayak launch at Lake Shamawood. I just personally, I'm a lifelong, 15-year resident of Mokina, where I reside with my wife and 3 children. Always been very, very active in disability sports and adaptive sports, but this is the first time that I got an opportunity to use one of these accessible kayak launches, and I am just totally blown away. You guys didn't even hit a grand slam. You won the World Series when you put in this this kayak dock at Lake Shamawood. This is the first time that I used Lake Shamawood, because obviously if I don't have use of an accessible kayak dock, it's a lot harder for me to get into a kayak. Generally what I usually do, if there's no accessibility, I have to transfer from my wheelchair into the kayak, and then my wife or my kids drag my big body into the water, and they get wet and all that other stuff, and then the same getting out of the water. If it's not accessible, what ends up happening is they have to literally pull my kayak out of the water, which scratches it all up and dings it all up and all that other stuff. But this dock is so accessible that I could personally go down there and kayak by myself. I don't even, I could. Got a chance to go out there with Cindy, and we did the story, and I got a chance to use that dock, and I'm just blown away with all the accessibility features that are on it. As a person who uses a wheelchair, this dock could even be used by people with more significant disabilities than mine, with a little help and with a little assistance. It really has a lot of accessibility features in there, and some that I've never, ever seen before. I think probably the most important for me is after you get your kayak down and you transfer down into it, it has kind of a roll cage up on top with straps that go down and a seat that slides out. And I could literally grab onto those straps, pick my body up, and then lower myself into the kayak. And then it's got a launch system where you just pull onto the rails and push yourself back into the water. And then when you're getting out, you just kayak front to it, kind of ram the ramp, and then pull yourself right up. And then I got a nice rope, and then even the launch is accessible. I could pull my kayak straight up and load it into my car. So like I said, and generally, this is my first time speaking to the Will County Board, and I really just, after I was out there, I just needed to come here and thank you guys for making the accessibility improvements. I hope that that's a commitment now moving forward when you look at replacing docks and launches and all of that, that you turn around and make accessibility a priority. I personally feel with connections that I work with all the adaptive sports, I talked about the possibility of you guys doing a disability adaptive sports day out there and partnering with non-for-profits that offer adaptive programs and do a disability day at the park. One of the other sports that I do, I'm an avid hand cyclist, and I bike pretty regularly at Hickory Creek because that's where I live. I can bike there from my house, and I use the Hickory Creek Trail, the Hickory Creek Junction, the LaPorte Road Access Trail, and then pop on to Old Plank Trail. And one of the newer sports that I got into is adaptive mountain biking. And I've got a mountain bike now, and I could take it on the trails in the back in there that you have. Get muddy, which is actually pretty cool. Because as a kid with a disability, your mom told you, don't get any mud on your wheelchair. You got to bring it into the house. And I always ran into that problem. So now I tell my kids whenever I see a mud puddle, I hit it and I just get muddy. But true, as a father with a disability, it really gives me an opportunity to go out there with my kids and enjoy activity and be an active participant in it. Far too long, when even I use state parks and other parks, it's like, okay, guys, I'll go on a trail till as far as I can go, and then my family takes off and goes for a walk or continues on because the access is not there, and I have to either go read a book or go do something else, and they give me a call when they're done. And that's generally sometimes where it happens, especially using some of our other parks around here. But now I can physically, go there and do everything. I can go kayak fishing. I could fish from there. And then I heard the other thing is that you guys are working on the next improvement of connecting to the I&M Canal with a trail from there. And I think that's even awesome, because now what will happen even with my mountain bike, I could turn around and kayak that afternoon, pop on my bike, afterwards, and then hit the trail and bike for a long time. So, like I said, I was blown away, and I really wanted to thank you. I know it's been a work in progress. I've participated in some of your kayak and canoe programs before. Over at the Moni Reserve that was there, and when that wasn't accessible, it was your staff trying to help get me in and all that stuff. But I go kind of way back with that with kayaking, because I ended up being on your trailer when you guys took a picture. And my daughter was like 2 years old at the time. And then my son was like 5, and then my other daughter was 8. And we were on your trailer from there for Reconnect with Nature. And then fast forward, how I met Cindy was probably 5-6 years after that. We were kayaking at Wallen Lake, and that trailer was out there. And I had my kids all pose next to them, and you saw how much they grew. And here I am, still kayaking, still doing all that stuff. So, like I said, I appreciate the time for me to come and speak with you, and I definitely appreciate your commitment to improving accessibility at all your forest preserves. And I know that this is just the start of good things to come, and I know that it will lead to more programming for people with disabilities. And like I say, possibly sponsoring adaptive sports days and partnering with local adaptive sports groups to promote that. The other thing I'll end with is while I tested out the dock before I was there, I met another couple that was there, and they turned around and she said that she heard about the dock and she wanted to come out and check it. She had bad knees, and she wasn't able to really go kayaking that much anymore because it's so hard for her. And then her and her husband got a chance to use it. This dock, I kind of call it universally accessible. It can be used by all. And if you haven't checked it out, you guys can always drop me an email, and I'd love to go kayaking with you. So thank you very, very much. Anybody have any questions or anything? If not,
Go ahead, Frankie.
So, thank you so much
Sure.
for coming and sharing your story. I loved it. I'd like to hear what your wish list would be. Is there anything that we as a county and I'm not promising anything, but that you'd like,
Maybe he could send you
that
an
you'd
email
like to
list
see
of
that
that.
we're kind of missing the mark on now?
well, I mean, like I say, a lot of things you guys can work with is once you make your forest preserves more accessible to all, then we can come out with non-for-profit groups that sponsor adaptive sports and sponsor like a disability awareness day. There's many groups that are out there, but one of the groups I work with is Adaptive Adventures, and they're up in Schaumburg. They're a non-for-profit, but they do the hand cycling, the kayaking, canoeing, and they also do adaptive rock climbing. So they would come out, and we've partnered with like the Cook County Forest Preserves. We'll do a Disability Awareness Day there, and they'll actually bring a rock wall, and we can teach people how to rock climb. And rock climbing is a really cool sport. I mean, I've gotten into it. I've been climbing for a long time, but it's very physically, exerting to climb up a wall when you don't have your legs, because it's like when you climb up the wall with your hands, it's 40 push-ups all the way up, basically, or pull-ups or chin-ups. But like I said, I think that when you have that accessible dock, you can open it up to have to partner with other organizations, because obviously adaptive equipment is very expensive. And, to go out and purchase adaptive equipment when other groups have it, I think, the partnership could be formed with many different groups to do that and sponsor, disability events that you end up having. It's kind of where I see things going. And then the more that you make things accessible, like accessible fishing piers, and all that, you could turn around and sponsor other events, like a fishing event, a hiking event, a biking event, you name it. I think it's also cool when I bring my kids out, you guys also do all of the teaching, and they get to learn about the rocks, and they get to learn about the birds, the animals that are in my daughter loves it. we love to camp in a tent, and that's one of the things that she looks forward to. So we'll go out and you know, take a walk in the woods and do adaptive, you know, tenting or, you know, camping and all that other stuff. But once you have those physical accessibility things, you know, at the forest preserves, the sky's the limit on what can be done. Yep.
I saw
Anybody
one
else?
other question. Go ahead,
Sure.
Mr. Van Dyne.
Oh, thank you. First of all, thank you for coming in and sharing your story and your comments. And it's really nice to hear that, you know, somebody truly enjoys the Forest Preserve as much as you do. I feel like the praise that you're giving us today needs to be directed to Ralph and his staff for the most part. They are the ones, they are truly the ones that have the vision for the Forest Preserve, and they simply provide us with, you know, the budget and the funding, and we provide them with the dollars to do what they seem to feel best for our residents. You know, some commissioners do have some great ideas, but I would say for the most part, it's the Forest Preserve staff. So I just wanted to mention that and thank them as well. So thank you.
Thank you, and thanks to the staff. I know that you guys worked hard trying to find what dock to go in and put in. And like I said, you hit a home run, Grand Slam World Series with the board safe dock. And then also, I guess you guys got some funding from the Illinois Department of Revenue, or no, the Illinois Department of Natural Resources to help put that in through the Illinois Boat Access Grant Program. So I hope you continue to do funds. I know that dock was not cheap. And it's hard to, you know, there's a lot of expense to go through it. But, you know, like I said, from the bottom of my heart, it gives me an opportunity to do things with my family. You know, it's not just doing just sitting on the sidelines, that actively can participate. And obviously, life doesn't stop for a disability. And people that, you know, deal with disabilities every day, it can encourage them that they can reconnect with nature. So, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for coming out today and letting us know how good of a experience you've been having with those facilities. I think it's important that anything we look at, we build to the most ability for anyone to use it, like you said, with or without assistance coming along, because when somebody's disabled, that's the most freedom we can give them, is to be completely independent and not need somebody to come along with them on every adventure they want to take. So thank you for that. Okay, moving on. We are going to the Finance Committee. Chair Richmond, go ahead and get started.
Good morning, everyone. That's a tough story to follow,
Yeah.
but I'll do my best. So, first line item up is the schedule of bills in the amount of $1,208,481.96. I so move.
Could we have a roll call, please? We need a roll call, since I think some folks have joined us. Did you get the first and second?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I was like, who?
Right.
Dean Schlotman. Yes. Van Dyne.
Yes.
Ogala. Yes. Pretzel. Yes. Butler. Yes. Newquist.
Yes.
Balich. Yes. Richmond.
Yes.
Parker. Yes. Williams. Yes. Diaz. Yes. Winfrey. Yes. Coleman. Yes. Logan. Yes. Freeman. Yes. Revis. Mitchell, yes. Ortiz. Yes. Berkowitz. Yes. Costa. Yes. Trainier. Yes. President Mueller.
Yes,
With 21 in affirmative, motion passes.
wonderful.
All right, next up is new business, number one, approval of resolution number 23-17, appointing an authorized agent for the Forest Preserve District of Will County to act on its behalf with the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund. The committee's recommendation was 8-0, and I so move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Second one is approval of appropriations and budget ordinance number 633 of fiscal year 2024. The committee's recommendation was 7-0, and I so move.
Previous Diaz.
All in, you got it? Second Ogala? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Third item up is approval of 2023 levies to support the Forest Preserve District of Will County. First one up is ordinance number 634, audit 2023 levy. The committee's recommendation was 7-0, and I so move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Item B, approval of ordinance number 635, liability 2023 levy. Committee's recommendation was 7-0, and I so move.
Previous Diaz. Second Diaz.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Letter C, approval of ordinance number 636, IMRF 2023 levy. Committee's recommendation was 7-0, and I so move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Letter D, approval of ordinance number 637, FICA 2023 levy. Committee's recommendation was 7-0, and I so move.
Second Diaz.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Letter E, approval of ordinance number 638, corporate 2023 levy. Committee's recommendation was 8-0, and I so move.
Second Diaz.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Letter F, approval of ordinance number 639, construction and development of 2023 levy. Committee's recommendation was 8-0, and I so move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
All right, there were two reports. If there's any questions or that? If not, our next meeting will be Thursday, December 7th, immediately following the Operations Committee meeting, but no earlier than 9:15 a.m. here at the Will County Office Building.
Great.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Richmond. Moving on to our Operations Committee, Chair Van Dyne.
Thank you and good morning, Madam President. And I'm not exactly sure what just happened there, but I'm excited. Thank you. Okay, starting with new business. Number one, award a contract in the amount of $33,171.36 to Lakeshore Recycling Systems of Rosemont, Illinois for the West Zone Waste Removal and Recycling Services. And I so move.
Second Freeman. Second Diaz.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number two, award a contract in the amount of $65,000 to Modali Consulting of Baldwinville, New York
You're not going to try to say that?
No,
Sorry.
not at all.
Sorry, go ahead.
for special use permit contract management professional services.
Previous Junior.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Approval of ordinance number 650, authorizing memorandum of understanding number 23-09 and associated license agreement number 23-17 with V3 Wetland Restoration for the mitigation bank at Thorn Creek Headwaters Preserve, and I will make the motion.
Second Freeman. Previous Diaz.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number four, approval of resolution 23-18, authorizing an IGA number 23-10 between the Village of Plainfield, Wheatland Township Road District, the Forest Preserve District of Will County for the extension of the DuPage River Trail from 119th Street to 127th Street. Committee recommendation 8-0, and I so move.
Second Freeman. Previous Diaz.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And last, approval of the Illinois Association of Park Districts Credentials Certificate, and I so move.
Second Freeman.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And there were some two reports provided by the staff. If there are no questions on those, our next meeting date is scheduled for Thursday, December 7th, 2023, right here at the Will County Office Building at 9 a.m. And that concludes our report. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to our ad hoc committee, Chair Dean Schlottman, do you have anything to?
Good morning, Madam President. Nope, nothing to report. So
Okay.
just move on.
Great, thank you. Okay, moving on today, we do have a need for executive session. So at this time, we need to make a motion to go into executive session, and then we'll need a roll call vote, correct?
Yes, for number 5.
And we're going to be going into executive session about the review of executive session minutes. Number 5, under the list of executive session, that's what we're talking about today. Did we get a motion? Motion Denise? Second, Berkowitz? Sorry, guys, I'm getting the names wrong today. And can we have a roll call? And mic's off.
Dean Schlotman.
Okay, we're back. So I need a motion to pass, to release the minutes from January, April, and August of this year. Can I do a previous roll? You're going to make us do a roll call on that? Okay, our attorney would like us to have a roll call again. Sorry.
Yeah, mic's on now.
So- That's you, Raquel.
I'm on it. Gotcha. Dean Schlotman. Van Dyne. Ogala. Pretzel. Butler. Newquist. Balich. Richmond. Parker. Williams. Diaz. Winfrey. Coleman. Logan. Freeman. Revis. Freeman? Okay. Okay, we got no Revis. Mitchell, yes. Ortiz? Berkowitz? Costa? Trinier? President Mueller?
Yes.
All right, 21.
Great, thank you. Moving on, do we have any comments by the public today? Comments by the public? Comments by the public? Okay, moving on. Comments by our executive director?
Sure, I just have a couple of quick ones. First of all, I want to thank you for your support on our 2024 budget. And secondly, just to follow up with what Mr. Bogdan, some of his comments about accessibility. We take accessibility very seriously at the Forest Preserve, and when we can, we will do what we can to make as many of our facilities as accessible as possible. One of the unique things about the launch that Mr. Bogdan was speaking about, and you might have caught it in his, while he was speaking, it's important because he said anybody can use this, right? And so that's what we try to do, is we try to fold in accessibility so that anybody can use anything and no one is shunted to the side or has to use a special part of a site to gain accessibility. So where we can, we do. And the budget that you passed does have accessibility improvements in it. As we go back through all of our sites, we analyze those with the most current accessibility standards published by the United States Access Board, and we will make those changes throughout. So that's what I just wanted to say. Thanks.
Okay. Any comments by commissioners today? Okay. Appointments and comments by the president. First, we have an appointment. I need a motion for the recommendation to hire a human resources generalist. Previous. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. And then comments by the president. I just want to take a second to, actually more than a second, to thank you all for allowing me to lead you for the last year. It has been such a treat to get to be in this role. I've learned so much, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I hope that I get to do it again. I want to thank all the staff that I've gotten to work with. I've learned so much from you guys. About just all of our forest preserves and, you know, nature in general when you're just hanging out with the staff. So I've really enjoyed getting to spend more time with Ralph and Tracy. We've got to, you know, represent Will County and the forest preserves at a few different things. And it's been real fun. It's just been an absolute delight as part of the jobs that we do. This one is definitely a highlight in my career so far. So thank you so much. I've really enjoyed it. The next meeting is going to be taken over by the next president, Annette Parker, and then I will assume the role as vice president. So we will switch. But again, thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity to lead you folks in this and to get to work so closely with our forest preserves and our staff and getting to go play out in nature. It's really good for the soul. Thank you, you guys. Moving on, presentation of awards. Do we have any awards to present today?
We do not.
Okay. Then we need a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Any opposed? We stand adjourned until next month. Sit here and sign the things.
Good job.
Okay. Thank you.